what you won't do. You won't, what length you would not go to because money will move you. I think it's a problem. So, he does what he wants, but we give our critique on that here, and we'll continue to do that. Anybody, especially being a black man, puts on a dress, a skirt, we got to speak out about it.
Nah, because who else is going to talk about and promote positive male masculinity? It ain't anti-gay, it ain't anti-homosexual. It is reinforcement of positive male image. When we sit on here, we're two very proud black men, very proud black fathers, leaders in our community, self-made entrepreneurs trying to provide a positive image. If you happen to watch us and you under the age of 18, 19, if you 25 or 26, know that two black males who love women and just love being men can be successful, positive figures. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm never going to apologize for promoting positive masculinity on our black males ever.
Yeah, that's a fact. I think that's a great way, to close that out and segue into the next topic, which is Kanye West. Woo. He, was, I think, they're in the middle of his little Sunday service that he got going on over there. And he said a comment, man, and it sent shockwaves through the whole industry, man.
It sent shockwaves through the Sunday service. It went over a lot of people's heads. For the people that watch this on YouTube, you guys will see the video. But if you haven't and you're listening to this on iTunes, go ahead and check out the video of what Kanye West is saying right now while y'all hear this audio. Man, it's something. Here we go.
Throwing slave nets again. How about we don't all stand in the exact same place?
If they throwing slave nets again, how about we all don't stand in the same place again? Oh God, what you think about that, man?
It could be interpreted a few different ways. I would think it's almost, tantamount to the comment that Kanye West made when he said, what he say? What's the comment that he made about the slaves again?
Slavery was a choice.
Yeah, my bad. Slavery was a choice. It's almost like along that same line where people could be outraged, or they could be like, oh, well, he's saying that, how come we keep falling for the same little tricks and stuff they got? Or I could see people who could say like, all right, you've been a little bit disrespectful. Like, it wasn't like it was that simple. Slavery was a whole thing that was psychological. People getting stripped of their language, their culture. It wasn't just as simple as somebody coming over there and say, you go here and they've been taken to slavery. Oh, they're coming. So let me move. Let me go over here. Nah, it wasn't that simple. It was, hundreds of years of physical, psychological, torment of a people, man. So, and even goes back, even longer than that. Obviously had to start somewhere, and then it came over to the Americas. But, slavery was a choice. Yeah. The line is like, so, it could go either way with this. So that's why I'm kind of stuck in the middle on this particular thing, but I don't have a problem with it. And, Kanye is the type of guy that's going to, say stuff. But I will say this, though. I'll say that I love, though, how he promotes free thought. And I love, the ideology of, look, yeah, we can overcome. We can do whatever we want to do. They can't hold us down no more. All that stuff is over. But with that being said, you still can't ignore the elephant in the room, which is, we still got not physical change now, but psychological change that is going to be hard to overcome, harder for some people than others to overcome. It ain't going to be just easy for everybody just to come out and be enlightened. Some people, they're going to go through more hurdles, and some people may never, ever be able to reverse the condition that happened to us.
The path to enlightenment is one of the hardest paths to go to ever. And a lot of us think we're more enlightened than we really are. Mm-hmm. A lot of us will always be trapped in the lights and the fairy tale because that enlightened shit just is too real for people to handle. You can tell that through Kanye West's enlightenment. He went kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs too, but it's all good because Kanye West is saying some real shit. Now he's going to get criticized because a lot of people aren't going to understand what he's trying to say. And and the way you broke it down was dope because you talked about the psychological damage that was done, the stripping of a culture, the stripping of a language, the stripping of our heritage that we will never get back. Names, the list goes on and on. But Kanye West is almost mad at the victim shit that he sees continuing to go on. And not to say that it's not justified, because a lot of it is, but a lot of it isn't. And he's trying to help some of the people go, yo, we ain't going to get duped. Don't get mentally caught up in the bullshit again. Don't let them strip us of our culture again. Don't let them strip us of our genius, because it took us so long for us to get it back, to show them, look, we the best at this, we the best at that, we the best at this, we the best at that. Don't let them do this again. Don't get caught up under the same net. That's how I interpret it. But how he said it and the way it went off, you can I see how people can give it criticism.
Yeah, it was like the way he said it, the spirit and the energy. And the thing about the victim thing, though, man, is like, again, it's a double-edged sword, because we could say that, you know, not to get caught up, but let's just, like, a victim is a victim. Let's just say, you know, God forbid somebody, you know, were in a war. I'll use a better one that I was going to use. You was in a war, and you was in Afghanistan, Iraq, and you seen 10 of your homeboys get blown up. You're a victim. It's going to be hard for you. You can't just, you know, just say, all right, don't think about it no more. Nah, I mean, it's going to pop in your subconscious mind. So it's a little bit, you know, different. If you had ancestors and whatnot who had, you know, psychological trauma and physical trauma, you got best believe that certain things are going to be passed down. You know, we're going to be suffering from some of the same things, but getting help and trying to reverse that is a whole nother story. But again, I see both sides to this thing, man. So that's why it makes for such good conversation, I think.
Let me ask you this, God, because I don't know if you've seen the trailer for Harriet Tubman, but Harriet Tubman has a movie coming out. The trailer looks dope.
I ain't see it, but
my son's mom, actually, I talked to my son today, and he was telling me that his mom is looking forward to going and taking him to see it. And I looked at him, and I was just like, I didn't want to kind of give him the reaction that I wanted to, but I had to keep it 100 with him. I'm like, look, that story is an amazing story. Harriet Tubman, and the Queen Harriet Tubman, and her journey and what she did for slaves at that time, and being the abolitionist that she was and the legend that she was, the story should be told. But I'm tired of seeing Black images in rags trying to get free from an oppressor or somebody higher than us, and always losing the race. I'm over seeing this shit. And how do you think that kind of feeds into the psychological warfare that they play on us, continually to give us these images, the Billy Porter images? Does that kind of pile on to the
guess what I seen came home yesterday? A Christopher Columbus thing. So it's just like, yeah, you know, the schools is totally, you know, a different thing. Like, they're still trying to put this guy up like he discovered America, like he's some, you know, pioneer, where he was just nothing but a slave master, a rapist, a thief, and the other name that you want to call Christopher Columbus. But yeah, I think to a certain extent, yeah, things like Harriet Tubman could. But again, a lot of people will say, well, it was a story where, you know, she freed the slaves and she was able to, you know, be triumphant in this, that. People can use it as, you know, an example of what happened. But yeah, I get it. I mean, you know, Black Panther was such a huge movie, even though it was fictional. I would like to see, and you would like to see, more movies, you know, of different scenarios, because that's been played for how many years? Slave narrative, a slave movie. They got a little bit of brolic, and they put the little Nat Turner thing together like that, but
even that wasn't told.
Yeah, it wasn't even told the right way. It wasn't graphic, wasn't gory enough. But we just need more, you know, producers, actors, actresses, you know, film writers to really put, you know, to paint a different picture. And we were talking about, you know, what we want to do eventually down the line. Yeah, and I think it's going to begin to happen. I think that Black Panther and other movies, you know, are going to be the catalyst to really springboard these different ideas and different films, man. I like what the future holds. Definitely.
I've heard whispers of Mansa Musa, his story being told. I've heard of whispers of the Haitian Revolution and that story being told. And that would be an awesome one, because people would probably give context on why Haiti is in the situation they're in now.
Yeah,
it's because they fought their way to freedom, and then France cried about it and put all these rations, and just, it's disgusting how they did. It's basically, you hear a lot that the refs cheated. Now, them motherfucking refs cheated like a motherfucker in that game.
And that's the thing, we don't know. That's the thing, man. We don't know, like, our true history in a lot of sense. Like, a lot of kids think this thing about Christopher Columbus and he discovering, but they don't teach the proper history in school for us to be properly equipped. Now, imagine if we known all this stuff, we would be more empowered, knowing
Facts.
That our people came from greatness, that they were, you know, that they were inventors of science, mathematics, you know, and different things like that. And all these other cultures pretty much borrowed from what we did. We never learned that in school.
No. And even in the movies, like, okay, we grew up, we watched Panther, Dead Presidents, Boys in the Hood, all of these movies to give us the look inside of what's really going on. And we needed that. But we also still were sitting behind an oppressive state. We were always second in the race. We were always just the bottom feeder of the race. And that's not proper context to who we are. A lot of us, it took us a very long time to understand this. We didn't know this at 5 or 10, even though we had a strong background, a strong family upbringing who gave us proper knowledge into who we are and are proud to be Black young boys at the time growing up to be Black men. But we didn't hear the Mansa-Musa stories. We didn't hear the Haitian Revolution stories. I mean, our grandfather, right around in that little section right there, had a shitload of encyclopedias. Damn, I wish I would have opened them up a little more and really looked at them, because we just needed to know our story more. I'm glad it's starting to be told more now. It's our responsibility as parents to get this younger generation to teach them the right way, because if you don't see that we on the rise up, man, you tripping, you blind. We are.